This is Banza Academy. Today we will familiarize ourselves with the new requirement elicitation technique. Let's talk about observation. Today, our main focus will be on the observation technique, which demands significant time and attention, but yields the most precise data on processes. This technique is particularly effective in the following scenarios: when there is a need to monitor a current process, when the objective is to enhance a process, when stakeholders struggle to articulate their activities or requirements, when dealing with highly repetitive processes such as those in manufacturing, when the accuracy of data gathered through other methods is questionable. Observation, also known as job shadowing, involves studying a work activity as it happens in real time. This can be done either within the user's actual work environment or in a simulated test environment. Suppose you need to improve the workflow of your internal system. A logical starting point would be to trace how users work on the system now. Observation can be carried out in two ways, passively or actively. In passive or invisible observation, the analyst observes the worker without any interaction, but takes notes. After the observation session, the analyst typically asks follow-up questions using a prepared list of questions or asking questions spontaneously. In active or visible observation, the analyst can interrupt the worker to ask questions during the observation session. In some cases, the observer may even participate in the activity as an apprentice. As with any other technique, we begin our preparation by setting a goal. The objective of an observation session should be clear and well-defined, with a specific goal in mind. This can include understanding how a particular process is carried out, identifying areas for improvement, or gathering data for research purposes. To prepare for an observation session, business analysts need to organize the approach based on objectives and select suitable participants and timing. We should also consider participant skill levels, the number of activities to observe, and existing documentation and analysis. Additionally, a plan should be created to ensure stakeholders are aware of the session's purpose, agree on expected results, and have their expectations met. The analyst can benefit from determining the ideal period for conducting the observation, whether it be peak, normal, or low. It may be beneficial to carry out the observation during normal periods initially, followed by a repetition during peak periods to obtain a more comprehensive understanding of the events. At this stage, it is advisable to discuss with the client the goals and processes involved in the observation. This will allow possible misunderstandings to be resolved more easily and quickly. Before the observation session, the business analyst should take the following steps. Clarify the purpose of the observation. Reassure the participant that their performance will not be evaluated and that the results of the observation will be analyzed collectively. Let the participants know that they can terminate the observation at any point. Encourage the participants to voice any concerns during or after the activity, depending on the approach being used, whether it's active or passive. During the observation session, you should perform the following actions. Focus intently on the activity being performed, taking note of anticipated and unexpected steps, the use of tools, and the information involved. Record all observations, including the time taken to perform the work, the quality of the output, any unique aspects of the process, and any questions the observer may have. Pose thought-provoking inquiries either while the activity is being carried out or immediately following the observation session. After the observation session, the business analysts should evaluate the notes and data obtained during the observation, and then follow up with the participant to obtain responses to any remaining question. Next, the information collected is compiled, condensed, and scrutinized concerning the session's objectives. Then, any organizational requirements and possibilities for enhancement are conveyed to the relevant stakeholders. Let's summarize and weigh up the advantages and disadvantages of the observation technique. Advantages. Observation facilitates the acquisition of a pragmatic and authentic outlook on the activities and tasks within an entire process. It enables the detection of undocumented steps and workarounds. The effectiveness of the process can be realistically gauged, measured, and evaluated for possible improvements. Suggestions for enhancement can be substantiated by objective and quantitative evidence. Disadvantages. Possibility of it becoming a distraction for both the participant and the organization as a whole. Participants' work practices may be influenced by their awareness of being observed. Additionally, conducting the observation method correctly can demand a significant amount of time and resources. Finally, it is not an appropriate tool for evaluating knowledge-based activities because such activities are not directly observable. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next modules.